Me and him haven't been dating for long, a couple months at most, but something had been bothering me a lot. He mentioned something in passing conversation with my friends that was concerning to me. I'm not going to go into specifics, but it was something political that I didn't agree on. So, after this outing, I sat him down and explained I wanted to have a conversation with him about it. Right off the bat, I told him it's not because you're Republican or even who you voted for, it's that you said you supported that specific policy. I don't care what party you belong to or who you vote for, but I'd like for our values to be the same. And he immediately started screaming at me. He called who I voted for a piece of SHD rebag, and I obviously got upset. I didn't yell or curse at him back. I just kept trying to calmly explain why I felt the way I felt about things. I'd never seen him get this angry before, and it was difficult to stay calm since I have PTSD from a past abusive ex. I tried to explain that I was uncomfortable with him saying that because I don't want to date someone who openly says horrible things like that about women. He had always been very patient with me, but the moment I brought it up, the first words out of his mouth were, "Are you King serious?" Which was jarring, because he's never spoken to me that way. I tried to explain that. Again, I wasn't upset or angry at him at all. I just wanted to make sure we wanted the same things because I didn't want conflict in the future. He immediately jumped to telling me I was trying to force the blame on him for what this politician was doing. At this point, I got really frustrated and went to take a breather. When I came back, unbeknownst to me, he had called my friend and kept him on the phone to listen to us talk. I was upset after I found this out because it was a private conversation, and I was beginning to cry because of how hurt I was. After this point, the argument wasn't about politics anymore. I started talking about how it hurts my feelings when I slip up and he yells at me or makes me feel horrible for it. I referenced another incident where I accidentally called him my friend's name mid-conversation because I'd been on the phone with said friend 5 minutes before. He flipped out and didn't text me for 3 days, removed any content of me on his social media, and muted me. Then he came back crying and telling me he was horrible and immature. I've always been sweet, maybe a little too sweet, so I forgave him. But this time something was different. I got angry at him towards the end. I won't lie. I told him, if you're gonna act like a fucking baby over me trying to have a mature conversation, then clearly we aren't a good match. And he proceeded to tell me my friend was on the phone. Funny part about this is the friend called me when I got home and called him a tweaker lol. But yeah, I'm not sure if I did the right thing breaking up with him. He always was kind of a red flag, making jokes that were more just genuine threats and mean remarks towards people. But he always told me he would never talk to me like that, and I believed him. But I did want to know if the argument we had was silly, or if I was being too harsh in my judgment of the situation. If anyone has some advice, please throw it my way. Update: as of right now, we're broken up with no intentions of getting back together. He's currently harassing my friends to get me to unblock him or meet up with him, but my answer is gonna be hell no every time. Again, thank you so much. One more thing. I didn't know that he was a Trump supporter until after we started dating, and was completely blindsided by it. Had I known, I absolutely wouldn't have said yes to him asking me out in the first place. That's on me though, I should have asked.